today we're going to be reviewing the Smok Alien Kit. I picked this up at a local vape shop. I got the the Rainbow Alien Kit. So it was the last one that they had in stock, and I haven't really seen them online much on like this actual Smok website and Vapor DNA. On Vapor DNA, they're actually sold out of the kits. I had to look for a link on a different website than I usually do. So if you find one of these and you're wanting one, I would definitely try to pick it up whenever you see it, because there seems like they're pretty highly sought for. So anyway, just to break it down for you guys a little bit, the dimensions are 44 by 30 by 85 millimeters. So it's a pretty small little kit, but I like it. It can fit easily into my pocket. That's what I didn't like about the Lacimo, but this one's a lot thinner, isn't as girthy, and I like it. Have a cool little fabric material right there. Then you got the screen right there, and then the two buttons. I'll go into depth on those a little bit more later in the video. So the wattage range for this particular mod goes from 6 watts to 220 watts. I usually run it, depending on the coils and tanks that I'm using, I usually run it somewhere in between 70 to 100 watts. And the temperature range is 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, or 100 to 315 degrees Celsius. The voltage range on it is 0.35 volts to 8 volts. And the resistance range is, it goes from 0.1 ohms to 3 ohms, but that's only in variable wattage mode. And then it goes from 0.06 ohms to 3 ohms in temperature control mode. And then the compatible temperature control wires in it are the nickel 200, titanium, and stainless steel. And then to get into more depth about the screen, it is a large OLED display. It's not too big, as you can see, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty colorful, and it's not too bright for whenever you're in the dark. It's not too obnoxious. And then I'll go into a little bit more of what you see on the screen. For there, you see the A and B. That's your 2 battery levels. That's pretty cool. It shows you each individual battery, so that's pretty nice. That's one of the first things I noticed about it. It was pretty nice. And then this right here is your micro USB. That's for charging, which I don't really like to do that. And then it's also for upgrading the firmware on it in case Smok releases an update. If there's something laggy on it with a chip or anything like that, you can just plug it into a computer and go into all that with their manual that they give you in there, which I'll show you guys here in a second. So the firing trigger is actually this whole right side, if you're looking at it from right here. So right there, this whole thing right there. So it's pretty nice, makes a nice little click and let you know whenever you're actually pushing it in. And then if you notice right there, has your puff count, your temperature, what mode you're in, the amps, the ohms that your coil is running at, and then your voltage of your batteries right there. So for the connecting pin, it's just a standard 510, so you don't have to worry about that. It'll just fit any RDA or any normal tank on there. You don't have to worry about finding a different size or anything like that. And it is spring loaded, so you don't have to worry about adjusting too much. And then of course it's just the two 18650 batteries, which is a pretty cool little thing, as you can see. That right there, you just kind of slide that, drop the battery, slide that, and then there is your battery connections right there. It tells you negative right there, slide that in, slide that, and then just to put it back, you just push up and push in. It'll come on, and you click it in 5 times. And it shows you Alien, and then you're back to that. And then it also asks you every time you put in your batteries if it's a new coil or an old one. If you don't answer the screen, it won't let you hit it. It'll say it has a short in it, so it's very wise to just do that little motion there. And then I'm going to talk about the pros and cons in the FaceTime, and that you guys are going to see here at the last minutes of this video. But one con I want to talk about is turning this thing off. So to lock the screen, you just click these two in at the same time, these two right here, and this one's up, this one's down. You click that in, it locks it. But to turn it off, you have to sit here and hold this. I'm still holding it. All right, and this screen's gonna come on. You have to cycle through, and you have to hold it again. And that's how you turn it off. So it's not That's one of my cons about it. I don't like just not pressing it in 5 times again to turn it off, and then just do all that. You have to go through that whole process again. And then that's pretty much it for like the base mode itself. For right here, oh, here, first let me unlock it. Right here, it shows you how much strength you want to hit it at. If you want to go softer, you can, or you can just go hard, but I usually just run it on normal. And then that's pretty much it for the mode. So that's in temp, memory, and then you go to watt. I like running it at watts. I don't really go into too much in temps, but I go to watts, so it's just easier to me. So yeah, this is the Smok Alien 220 watt TC, and I'll be showing you guys how it hits in the FaceTime. Thanks. Alright, I'm very sorry. Looks like I forgot to show you what's inside the box. I feel pretty dumb, but here we go. Had to add this in before the FaceTime, so that you just take off the sleeve, of course, and then take off your Smok cover right there. Alright, so just pull this little thing up. That's where the mod would be. And then to start this off, you get your warranty card, you get your battery safety card, you get my failed screen protector attempt. It was like all bubbly, and I just didn't really feel like messing with it, so I just decided to take it off. But I left it in the box just to show you guys that it does come with a screen protector. Tells you all the steps. I followed them, but it was all bubbly, and I just like I said, I didn't really want to mess with that. And then this is their user manual. It comes with a nice little fabric on there, and then quite a bit of pages to go through, telling you if anything's not working right or anything. It might give you a suggestion here for you to fix it. Tells you all your warnings, all the functions, your failure signals there. So yeah, that's all that. Then it comes with your micro USB to charge it or to upgrade it, depending on what you're wanting to use for it. It came with 2 vape bands. I'm using one of them on this one, the orange one, like I used on my last TFV8 baby. So it just says Smok, and then it says keep on vaping across it. And it comes with a black one of those too, unless you want a black. And then it comes with a little goodie baggie, as I like to call them, with a bunch of O-rings and that extra insulator for the tank. Put that back in there. And this is where the tank went in right there. It was pretty cool. I was kind of thinking that they were going to have like a whole separate box for it, but I liked how they just integrated it in right there. And then that's where your extra coil went, but I already have that one in there. And that was just a silica thing, you know. And then it gives you an extra glass for your little itty bitty tank. So yes, sorry again for not opening up the box on the first try, but at least you guys still get to see what's in there, even though it's at the end of the video. Very sorry about that. Well, yeah. Such a failure at life. Put this back. Alright. So yeah, so like I said, I'm about to do a cloud demonstration for all you guys who wants to know how it hits with the TFV8 baby, and I might put on a different tank or RDA on there just to see how it hits with different not Smok products on the tank too, and at different watts and everything. I'll start off at a lower wattage and then go higher for those of you who like the higher wattages and see what that's like. So anyways, I'll see you guys over at the FaceTime. Alright, so this is going to be the FaceTime for the Smok Alien kit. We're doing a little bit different this time. Thought it'd be a little bit cooler to like drive around and instead of just seeing that white background that you guys saw in the other ones if you did watch them. But anyway, let's get in. Let's just dive right into it. Alright. So I'm going to run this at 70 watts just with the tank that it came with, the Baby Beast. One more. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty nice clouds. So I was also going to talk about the pros and the cons to this. I haven't been using it for too long, just for a couple weeks. So my biggest con that I've already talked about before was the turning off of the mod itself. It wasn't really great. And then I'd say another con that I have, it's probably because of my batteries, but it does drain my batteries pretty fast. I have pretty old batteries. I bought some new ones today. I'll see how that works out. But it does drain them pretty fast. I don't really run it at high wattages, so I don't really know. It might be my batteries, or it could be just because the mod takes a lot. Not really sure on that. But other than that, those are pretty much the only cons that I have so far. This is a really great mod. This is my favorite one that I've ever had so far, compared to my Lacy Mo, and all my mech mods that I had. And then with the Baby Beast, it's also really nice. And I mean, I like the color schemes and all that. It's pretty nice. I like it. So then I'm gonna get to the pros. Obviously, it's a really good, reliable mod. It's pretty sturdy. It's not like cheap. It's not like cheaply made. You can feel the depth, and you can feel the thickness of it. And the firing button isn't like, it doesn't feel weak to press. You have to kind of put some force into it, which I kind of like that, because I don't really like feeling a firing button that's all loose and wonky. It makes me kind of paranoid for some reason. But I mean, other than that, this thing chucks pretty big, or it has the capability to chuck pretty big clouds if you have a good tank on there, good RDA, good build, and all that juicy stuff. So yeah, let me go ahead and put this up. I'll go to 100 watts, and then I'll go up to like 120, and then we'll see how that works from there. So that was at 100 watts with a 1.65 second hit, so it's definitely a lot better. I don't think this coil head is supposed to go too high, so yeah, it's only supposed to go to 110. So I'll go up to 110 instead of 120, just to go to its max. That's one of the things I don't like about the Baby Beast coils, is they're not really meant for the bigger wattages. The higher wattages, mainly meant for a lot of flavor, which is good and bad depending on what kind of vape that you're wanting. So yeah, so that was at 110 watts. As you can see, it was pretty good. I'll do another hit. Pretty good flavor, pretty good cloud. The last thing I want to do before I end this video is change out my tank for a different. I'm going to put my Troll RDA on there just to get the feel of a non-Smok product on there. See how that works out. And if this blows up in my face, you guys will be the last ones to see me live.
That'd be sick, bro.
Alright. And the juice that I'm using on this one is from this place called Just Vape here. It's a local vape shop. I'll link it down in the description if they have a website, and if not, I'll still put them in there, because I don't want to use their juice and not credit them, because it's pretty good juice. I'm kind of liking it better than Oasis recently. I don't know if it's just because of the change of juice options, but I do. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock this bad boy. It's going to be a new coil. I'll hit this at 100 watts first. So as you can see, that made it a lot better actually. I get a little bit of hangover. I don't know if you'll be able to see because of the dark, but like right here, it's a little tiny hangover. You might be able to see it. Not really sure, but there's a little tiny one. But this is a bigger RDA, so I'm not really surprised. So yeah, so that's that. I'll go up to 120, and then I'll wrap this FaceTime up. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting the cloud and the flavor. So this is a really good RDA, and I'll link the Troll RDA review in the description, so you guys can check that out. So yeah, all in all, I would really recommend this mod. I don't really know if it's for like a beginning vapor. I would say it's probably meant for more of a person who knows what they're doing, because there's a lot of options on there to do. You can do a lot of stuff with it. I mean, I guess you could use it as a first mod, but it's kind of on the expensive side too, especially this kit. Even online, it's still upwards above around $80 or so. I got mine for $100, but it's like I said, I wanted to get the rainbow color because it's hard to find. I guess I don't really know, but I'm kind of glad that I did now. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and please like, comment, and subscribe.